Hey everyone, I'm Zach Titus and welcome back to another edition of the BNEWS Sports Hub. Everyone is back outside because guess what? It's spring. Today we welcome second-year Red Devil baseball coach Chris Pessotti on the show, alongside captains junior Daniel Crossman and senior Nolan Berkeley. Robert Paris brings us our regular Red Devil review, and Crossman is featured in our player spotlight. Let's catch up with our Red Devil review with Robert Paris.
Hey everyone, I'm Robert Paris and this is your Red Devil review. Batter up! It was a great first year for Red Devil baseball head coach Chris Pessotti, who led his team to a playoff win last season. Pessotti is quite familiar with Burlington, as he's a 2011 alumnus who pitched during his 4 years as a Red Devil, and he continued pitching in college at Bridgewater State. After the departure of former coach Dan Hirsch last season, Pessotti was given an opportunity to return to his old stomping grounds at Francis Wyman, where BHS competes. During his first year, the team finished with an even record of 10 wins and 10 losses. In the Middlesex League standings, the Devils finished in second place, with the 17-5 Wakefield Warriors on top, and Melrose in third at 9-10. They clinched a spot in the MIAA Division II baseball tournament as the 31st seed. They hosted Scituate in the preliminary round, who finished the season at 12-8 and was the 34th seed. Burlington held on until the very end with a 4-2 victory. They went on the road for the second round, traveling down to Plymouth South, who finished their season at 17-3 and were the second seed. The Devils had a rough season-ending game with a 1-12 loss. A number of star athletes were recognized by the Middlesex League. Sophomore Brady Young was named the at-large All-Star. Nolan Berkeley and Daniel Crossman were named the Freedom League All-Star, and junior Seamus McMakin was named a Freedom League All-Star and the Middlesex League All-Conference. This offseason, the team said goodbye to outside fielder and pitcher Nolan Lopes and second baseman and outfielder Peyton Mata. Both were a great asset to the program. A number of key players to keep an eye on this season are star infielder and pitchers Daniel Crossman and Nolan Berkeley. Two members of the team will not be on this year's roster. Senior infielder Seamus McMakin has transferred from BHS to the Canterbury School, a Catholic preparatory in New Milford, Connecticut. Infielder and outfielder Colin Gallagher is also not on the roster. Now that Pessotti knows the lay of the land, he is gearing up for his second year with the team. Burlington will start the season with 8 games on the road. Why? They are installing a new baseball diamond and on top of that, a brand new scoreboard. It will be exciting for members of the community to see what inning and score is when the game is being played. And that is all for your Red Devil review. I'm Robert Paris. Back to you, Zach.
We're here with Coach Chris Pessotti. Thank you for being here.
Yes, of course. Thanks for having me.
Of course. I guess to kick things off, tell me a little bit about your background in coaching and in baseball.
Yeah, so I played here at Burlington High School. I also went on and played in college. I played at Bridgewater State University. I was a pitcher. So I always loved the game and always wanted to come back here to coach. Before I came here to Burlington, I actually was one of the assistant coaches for Billerica High School. So that was a good experience that I had.
That's good. Talking a little bit about the captains right now, Nolan Berkeley and Daniel Crossman. What have you seen in them recently about their strengths?
Yeah, I'll tell you, they're two great kids. They lead by example, and that's all you can want for a coach. So they let their play kind of talk for them.
That's good. And in terms of leadership of the team, can you talk a little bit about?
Yeah, so they both play shortstop. Nolan also plays third base. They both pitch, so they're my 1 and 2 pitchers. Daniel Crossman's a junior, and Nolan Berkeley is a senior, and he's going to pitch at Fitchburg State. So I'm really, really happy for him and excited that he's joined the MASCAC, and yeah.
That's awesome to continue it.
Exactly. That's our goal. As much as we're trying to win games and everything, my goal for these individuals, these players, is to get them to that next level.
And
yeah.
carry things on like into
Exactly. So last year we had a couple of guys that I used to coach come back to help a little bit, show them what that next level kind of looks like and different drills and techniques. So it's really neat. We're already talking to Nolan Lopes, who was a senior last year, and he's on Suffolk. He plays baseball at Suffolk. So I already been in talks. Hey, when you're done with school, you got to come out and help us out. So we're going to be going to one of his games here in the next couple of weeks, so to show that Burlington support.
That's awesome. I guess since we're talking about the previous season, can you talk a little bit about it? There was a major momentum boost, it says here. So.
Yeah, so we started off pretty slow. I finally got the hang of, these guys individually, where they really fit, and that was really a big turning point. And they just turned it on. We simplified everything, and they started hitting, and our fielding was spectacular all year, and our pitching stepped up. So that's definitely was a strong suit, and I think this year is another big key to winning games will be our pitching and defense.
That's good. What else you can attribute that success to? Primarily the pitching, the defense, the technical part of the game, or?
Yeah, just knowing the game, having a good baseball IQ, and just working together, because that's the biggest thing. It's not an individual sport, so everyone's got to work together, and they have to, be ready when I call for them.
That's good. And I guess now leading on, what are your expectations for this next season?
Yeah, so I always start the bar really high, so I'm looking for, just to start off hot. Our pitching's always, the first thing to get going, and then our hitting will follow, just because we're stuck inside for the majority of it with this, this weather that we've had, this New England weather. So, our pitching will really keep us in the games in the beginning of the year, and once we start hitting every single day, then that's when it
gets stronger.
Exactly.
I guess continuing on, opening day for BBSA is April 26th, correct?
Yeah, excited for that.
Excited for that?
Yep, so last year we brought back the ceremony, the walk to Simons Park. I remember as a kid doing that, and it was the coolest thing. So I'm glad that we brought that back, and it's always fun seeing the youth programs really excited for that day. The other thing too is we're doing another clinic. We're doing a baseball, softball clinic during April vacation. So we have a lot of signups right now. So if you haven't signed up yet, I suggest signing up before we fill.
That's good.
But it was great. It was a great turnout last year, and it's a fun time.
And how does this exactly work? I'm a little bit new to the whole format of the event, I guess.
Yeah, so we every team gets introduced, each level. There's a first pitch that gets thrown out. And all the kids just go wild. It's a lot of fun.
That's good.
Yep, they're all excited.
It's a good time.
Yep.
Overall.
Yeah, for sure.
What are some of your biggest goals for this season?
I would say just getting off to a good start. I want these kids to have fun too, obviously. But I really think if we get off to a good start and we play good defense and we can shut down with good pitching, I think that we'll make some noise, make the playoffs, and see what we got.
That's good. It says here your wife is coaching her first season as BHS softball coach, correct?
Yes, yep. So, Kelly is the new head softball coach, yep.
That's cool.
Yeah, she was the assistant coach for 6 seasons, I believe, under Kristen Mahoney or Farrell. So they learned stuff together from when Kelly was small all the way up to present. So that's pretty cool.
That's cool. Will you be attending any of those games?
Of course. I'll be there all the time. Yep.
That's good.
Yep, for sure.
Kind of switching gears, we have the field, the new scoreboard, correct?
Yep. So the new field should be in for this season. All the kids, all the seniors are all pumped for it. It's coming along nice.
Well, I guess kind of to close things out, you mentioned you're a BHS alum, correct?
Yes.
Yep. What would your thoughts be on the addition of an ice cream machine in the BHS cafeteria.
All right, that's pretty good. I think all the kids would like that, so that could be a hot topic for sure.
That's good.
Yep.
Overall support?
Yeah, of course.
That's good.
Give it to the kids, right?
You heard it right here. Yep. All right, well, thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Before we go to our captains, let's check out Daniel Crossman in our Players Spotlight.
Hi, I'm Daniel Crossman. This is a Player Spotlight. I kind of was a leader last year as a sophomore, but this year's just another year to grow and become more of a leader on the team. With Coach Pessotti in his second year, really awesome opportunity for us to grow together. Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. They completely redid everything there. New fences, new field. It's gonna be awesome. You know, whole new field. Hopefully it brings the vibes up there and everyone has a good time there. You know, we waited 7 months for it and it'll be really fun first game there. I've been playing it ever since I can remember. My dad's been coaching his whole life, so he got me into it very young. Got started with Burlington, right in T-ball, and just been playing it ever since. I'm a middle infielder, mostly shortstop. I also pitch. Nolan Berkeley's great. It's great. We text every day, and we both just try to help the team as much as we can.
He's a big leader on both sides, hitting and pitching. He's our ace, he's our #1 pitcher, and he is one of our top hitters as well. So a lot of the young guys really look up to him on both sides of the plate, so to speak.
Coach Pessotti first year, you know, he learned a lot. He taught us a lot too. Led us to the playoffs, which most first-year coaches don't do. Hopefully we go on a run this year. I'm just looking forward to grow as a leader, especially as a captain junior year. Really get ready for next year, and we'll go on a run this year, and then we'll look forward to next year.
We're here with Nolan Berkeley right here. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. I guess to kick things off, in the senior leader position, could you talk a little bit about how you'll help the underclassmen?
Yeah, so we have a lot of underclassmen this year, a lot of freshmen, a lot of sophomores. I just think the biggest way that we can help them as upperclassmen is just tell them to keep their heads up. You know, they get down on themselves a lot of the times if they, make bad plays or just mess up a little bit. But I think if we just keep encouraging them, then it'll put them on the best path for success.
Like a positive outlook.
Right.
That's good. This is your last year of playing baseball for BHS,
right.
Correct? Can you talk a little bit about your journey, I guess, when you started and what led you to this place, I guess?
Yeah, so I started as a pitcher on varsity as a freshman, which was a big jump from what I was experiencing as just playing club or in the summer. I wasn't the greatest pitcher of all time because I was going against kids that were 4 years older than me.
Yeah.
But it was a good learning experience. I had a bunch of upperclassmen I could look up to, and it was fun.
That's good. You've kind of had experience in that kind of role, so that kind of leads to this. What do you like about working with Coach Pessotti? What is he?
Oh, he's great. I love his energy, his attitude towards baseball. He's a win-first coach, and then he's a great guy, great coach. I love the way he sets up his practices, and just his encouragement towards us.
And I can see that's kind of what you're trying to emulate in the leadership style as well. Can you talk a little bit about practices, what that kind of usually looks like?
Yeah, sure. So it depends whether we're outside or inside. Usually if we're in the rubber gym, we'll have one section where coaches will hit us just ground balls, fly balls sometimes. And then we can we pull out the cage sometimes and use the pitching machine and hit, and it's great.
That's good. I heard a little bit about the BBSA opening ceremony. Can you share your thoughts on that, excitement?
I think it's great. I look forward to it. It was my first or second year doing it last year. I remember as a kid looking up to all the big guys on on the side. I think it's pretty cool how they do it every year. Gives like all the little kids someone to look up to, and it's good to be like a role model for the younger kids.
The younger kids, that's good. What are some of your favorite memories, I guess, playing baseball at BHS?
Yeah, sure. So my freshman year, I remember we had a long 13-inning game against Belmont. It was away. It was, I think our first pitcher went 7 innings and then got taken out, and I got put in for the last 6 innings, I'm pretty sure, and held Belmont to no runs, and we won the game. So that was a pretty good feeling as like a
solid
freshman.
victory.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
What were some of your biggest goals, and I guess what are you looking forward to this season?
Right. So always want to win games, win playoff games, make it to the playoffs. I think for myself, I want to work on just like locating my pitches better. That's just like an individual goal. I think our pitching is one of our biggest strong suits this year. So I think bring like all the pitchers together, having like a close relationship is gonna help to set up those pitchers' attitudes and like mentality for the rest of their high school career.
That's good. Can you talk a little bit about the previous season? I heard about like some major like increases in like success.
Yeah, so we had a good season. We went 10-10. Barely made playoffs. First game wasn't the greatest. Don't want to talk about that one. But yeah, it was a great season led by Seamus McMakin, who's no longer at Burlington, but he was a big piece, whether it was at shortstop or catcher. And then we had senior Nolan Lopes, who's playing at Suffolk now. I know Coach talked about that, but
yeah,
they were both huge role players, came up clutch in big moments. And Brady Young, too. He was great.
Great as well. That's good. College plans after BHS? What's next?
Yeah, so I'll be attending Fitchburg State next year to pitch.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It'll be fun. I just hope I can continue doing what I do here, there, and have my success.
Have success there. That's good. I guess, what will you miss most about this team? What are you happy that you're taking from this?
Right. You know, it doesn't, more on not the baseball side, but just I like team dinners and just like going out to get food after like games or practices. Driving around like the underclassmen and like giving them rides, making them feel like included. Like just those moments are what I'm gonna miss the most, I'm pretty sure.
Like more than just like baseball.
More than baseball, like yeah. Just like bring the kids together, I think.
That's good. I guess as we're closing off, I've asked almost everyone on this show. You're a BHS student, obviously. What would your thoughts be on the addition of an ice cream machine in the VHS cafeteria?
I think that would be awesome. I mean, everyone loves ice cream. If they can add it this year, that would be great. If they don't, I'll be pretty mad because I'm leaving this year. But I think that would be a cool addition.
Cool addition. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
All right. Well, thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me. What do you guys want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
1, 2, ready, go. Gonna pull the stops, gonna make it go. You're living on a wing and a prayer. Gonna put them things together. You know it's now or never.
Well, we're here with Daniel Crossman. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. I guess to kick things off, tell us a little bit about your baseball journey, where you started and then what allowed you to be here.
Yeah, my dad always played, so he got me started really young, and I'm like since I was 3, and I just played Burlington baseball ever since, and now I'm out of high school, and it's awesome.
That's good.
Yeah.
I guess what have you admired about the sport the most?
It's just like I watched my dad play like men's league growing up, and it was just like always fun seeing him. Like I wanted to be like him. And then like I started watching college guys, pro guys, and I've always wanted to be like them.
Like having that, like, it's like played like a larger role.
Yeah.
Like that's good. What have you learned from Coach Pessotti's first season?
I learned a ton coming in. He's a young guy. We had an older coach before. He brought a lot of the new modern stuff to us, and yeah.
That's got to be helpful, especially
Yeah.
because you've been playing for a long time.
Yeah,
so That's
definitely.
gotta be,
A more modern way at the game.
that's good. Playoffs last year with the first-year coach. Can you talk a little bit about?
Yeah, it's awesome. I don't think that happens a lot for him to be able to come in as a first-year coach and lead us to the playoffs. We won a playing game too, so we got that experience to win a playoff game.
And that wasn't an easy season, right? That
No,
was pretty-
no, yeah. We started off rough, and then we ended up winning, I think, 7 straight games.
Wow,
Yeah, and went on a run.
that is very impressive.
Yeah.
Congratulations. Yeah, 7 straight games it says
Yeah.
here in May. So they heard about a momentum boost, I guess.
Yeah.
And-
So we started off, we were just slow, pitching wasn't there, but bats weren't great. And then as the season went on, we got to those 7 games and really everything just clicked.
So it was more of the technical aspects of the game.
Yeah.
That kind of needed just refining.
Mhm.
Or,
Yeah, exactly.
That's good. And I mean, clearly it paid off.
Yeah,
So.
definitely.
Junior captain this year.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about leadership?
Yeah, it's cool. I've always wanted to be a captain, especially in baseball. It's cool I get to be it as a junior and just help these young kids grow.
That's impressive. What do you appreciate most about that kind of position?
It just gives me a cool opportunity to really help these young kids because I was a freshman not that long ago, and it can help them grow, and hopefully they be junior captains and really grow as baseball players.
And more so than a senior captain would to some extent.
Yeah,
right?
especially I can almost have more of a connection with them because I'm closer in age to them and just really help them.
That's good. How do you prepare for in the off season?
Yeah, so I played hockey before, but this year I actually quit and really just went all in on baseball and focused on it. We got captain's practices going earlier this year, so we got everyone going. I think in December we started them, so we had months of preparation for the season.
In terms of so you mentioned you play hockey. Do you play any other sports?
I played golf.
Golf as
Yeah.
well. Me as well. I'm a
Really?
golf player.
Really?
Yeah. But I guess what are some connections in terms of practice and stuff?
Playing other sports, you get experience with other coaches too, so you can really take things from, even if it does no connection with the sport, their coaching style, and get that into baseball.
There's something you can learn from.
Yeah,
everyone.
you can take something from hockey practice, even though it might not be the same thing, but even a mental aspect from it
is useful. So.
Yeah.
What do you like about working with senior counterpart Nolan Berkeley?
Yeah, it's awesome. We've been playing together. We played Little League together. We've been playing together forever. It's awesome. We can be captains together and just help the young kids.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Having someone you can work together
Yeah,
with.
definitely.
Regular season games that you're looking forward to competing in.
Woburn's always a fun one. Little rivalry.
The
And
win
then-
streak.
Yeah, the win streak. And then Reading will be awesome too. We have them first game. We have them 2 days from now. It'll be really fun.
That's good.
Yeah.
I guess what are you looking forward to most about this season?
I'm looking forward to, it's Coach Pessotti's second year. I think we got a really young team. I think we'll hopefully get off to a hot start and go on a run and make a deep run in playoffs.
That's good. And what do you bring I guess from last season? You talked about some this overall batting stuff like that.
Yeah.
But what do you?
I think if we can get a hot start with our bats, it'll be really good because that's what we didn't really have going at the beginning of the season last year before we went on that run. I think if we can get that started early, get the bats going, it'll be really good.
That's good. And I guess your biggest goal for this year?
Biggest goal, I want to win the Middlesex League or the Freedom and then win a playoff game too.
Playoff game as well.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
And we'll be watching, looking forward, hoping that happens.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. Thank you.
Thank you. I guess it's become a thing on this show where I ask everyone, what would your thoughts be on the addition of an ice cream machine in the VHS cafeteria?
I think it'll be awesome. I mean, getting ice cream every day, who wouldn't want that?
Wouldn't want that.
Yeah.
Any flavor in particular?
I like cookies and cream.
Me too. Me
Yeah.
too. That's good. All right. Well, thank you.
Of course, thank you.
No problem. What a great show that was. I'd like to thank head coach Chris Pessotti and captains Daniel Crossman and Nolan Berkeley. I'm Zach Titus, and we will see you next time on the Sports Hub.